Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. Just a quick, middle of the day update. Was actually evening already. So, yeah, not much happened. See a little bit of selling pressure here, but we haven't taken out a high point. We haven't taken out a low point. So it's basically still sort of consolidation here. I would still prefer to see a little bit more of a profound B wave. Yeah, so something that's a little bit stronger there, but it starts to look a little bit like as if it was rolling over. But all I can say to you is that our support, is still at 1676. So until we get and break below that, I don't have to change my assumption here about this chart. We have to give it space in this current wave 2 correction. As I explained yesterday, the idea is that, wave 1 topped here in our target area. That was wave 1 was supposed to get to 2,200 plus. Ideally not above 2,530. Yeah, as some of you will remember, or most of you who watch our videos regularly, the 2,530 level, had that been broken, I would have had to revise my primary scenario. But as it seems, it's following the primary scenario, which is basically a wave 2 pullback. It seems like an A wave is done. Yeah. Okay, there are still ways how this A wave could still unfold, but for now, I would assume it's done. That B wave might be unfolding now. There are just too many options to really decide how exactly it's going to take place. And it's also not important. What's important is to understand what is resistance, what is support. And then we should still see a C wave down. Now, that is then when we need to look at the chart and say, all right, what are the odds that wave 2 is already over? Because then we are looking for an impulse in the third wave. Or is it going to extend in a larger A, B, C structure? See, that's what the uncertainty, that's sort of the uncertainty we have to deal with in any correction. We can't really confirm it in advance, how exactly a correction is playing out, but we can confirm the support levels. And that's 1676, but I'm not saying we go down that much. Ideally not. Ideally, I would like it to hold actually 1807, the golden ratio, because the 78.6 fib level is already quite deep, especially for a bullish market. So we rather look at, primarily I'm looking for a more shallow retracement in this wave 2, but be aware that, this can still change. This is in a correction. We need to be very flexible. We have to adjust to the dynamic market conditions. Currently, in this wave 2, I'm looking for an ABC structure, of course, and this B wave is likely at play now, even though, it's starting to roll over, but I would still assume B wave is playing out. Important, though, is that $2,346, that's resistance. So while I'm saying we are overall in a bullish market, as long as we're holding 1676, I primarily expect currently the price overall to go lower in this ongoing correction, because I don't think the low of the wave 2 has already been formed. So I think we primarily go lower, and the downside pressure remains active as long as we stay below 2,346. So only if the price can sustain above that level, because that's the Fibonacci resistance, I would start to assume that a low is already in, but I don't see that right at this moment. Based on the price structure, it doesn't seem too likely. So yeah, that's basically everything. Just pay attention to resistance. We can still get there. I would prefer it in some way, that we get a more healthy B wave, but again, that can take such a B wave can take different forms. But ultimately, we are probably not completed, or we haven't finished this correction. I think it will take a few more days, if not weeks, to play out this wave 2. So we have to be a little bit patient. But a break above 2,346 will be sort of the first indication that maybe something more directly bullish is playing out here. That's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.